What is going on, guys? Ultimate Deadpool here, back with another video. Before we get started, thank you guys for checking out the Metalheadz new theme song video by Critical Mass Fatal song. I wasn't sure how well that video was going to perform, and it actually did fairly well. All things considered, it is better than some of my other videos lately, so I appreciate that for those of you guys who watched that and supported that. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about today, new projects, new characters, and a couple of other things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into things, starting off with the new minifigures, and then we'll go on to the new announcements. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, starting off the list, we've got Batman. Now this isn't just any Batman. This is the Robert Pattinson's Batman from the 2022's The Batman, with Robert Pattinson. By far my favorite version of Batman, just because I like Batman as a detective and I like him being smart and also being a very big threat. So the one on the left, or the one that's not on the stand, is the original design that I did for Robert Pattinson's version of Batman. And it's not bad, but it was all black. And I designed that and made that just before the movie came out. There were snippets of trailer footage and whatnot, but I couldn't get an exact good look at the suit. And then this photo that I did find, it looked black. I found out later from McFarlane Toys and as well as Funko Pops that it was actually a gray suit. So I went back and I did this one here in the center. It's the same design, it's just recolored in gray, and it makes it look a little bit more movie accurate. It makes it pop a little bit better. So I will still keep the black suit or black version or suited version around. It's probably not going to appear in any videos, but the Robert Pattinson's gray suit, the one with the longer ears, is definitely going to appear in a handful of videos. And before anybody says anything, yes, I will obviously modify the cowl to where it is more like the one from the Robert Pattinson film. Obviously right now it is not exactly quite there yet, but it will be there within a few weeks, months, whatever. Just rest assured, it will get fixed, it will be addressed, and it will be better. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Everything else about this, if you hold on, let me actually stop this real quick once it circles back around. Okay, so if you look at these two literally side by side, it's the exact same design. The only difference is this one is black, the other one is gray. The only other thing is the legs on the black one don't have as much detailing as the one on the gray one. They are the same, but I wanted to make sure his legs could move, so I cut the upper thighs off, and that was a mistake. But I was able to get the gray ones, or the gray suit's legs to move fairly easily, even with that extra layer up on top. So other than that, that's pretty much it. On to the next character. Finally, I have Matt Murdock done. I've had the basis premise for the character sitting in a box for weeks, literal weeks, and he was just sitting there, and we're pretty much all but collecting dust, not being finished. I finally forced myself to finish Matt Murdock today. I personally think it looks really good. It looks like, to me, it looks like Charlie Cox, especially with his hair. I tried my best to mimic as best as I could, even though it's really just a template that I found online that I altered just slightly. His little blind stick, I'm not entirely sure what to call that, so for those of you who may know what that's called, I'm not 100% sure what the little stick is that he uses in that. I'm not sure what that's called, so if you guys know what that is, let me know. That will be fixed as well. I don't want it to just be a plain Lego rod. I do want it to be accurate to what it actually is in the show and or movies, since he appeared in Spider-Man No Way Home. Matt Murdock is, now that I mention it, this is actually a good time to bring up one of the new projects that is coming to the channel, hopefully very soon. Since you guys absolutely loved the first 2 versions of this, I will be doing the 3rd and final Target Deadpool. Now, here there's a couple of things that goes along with this. One, this is obviously going to be the final version of Target Deadpool. I've done it twice now. And what's funny is it was one of those things that was done on accident that ended up being a really big success. So Target Deadpool is going to be getting a 3rd part, I guess you could say. And Matt Murdock is actually going to play a fairly decent role in that little mini series. So before anybody starts jumping up and down or says, "Oh God, here we go again," this particular version of Deadpool that's on camera right now is not going to be the version of Deadpool that's going to be in that series. It's going to be the one that's literally broken up apart off screen from the Palpatine versus Deadpool video, because I still have to do the second half of that, which is, we'll get to that later on in this video. So as it stands right now, yes, Target Deadpool Part 3 is coming out, hopefully probably around January of next year, if not closer to February. I want to do it on the I think it's the 2nd year or 3rd year anniversary of the first Target Deadpool, so that way it kind of ends the little, I guess, trilogy, almost like a storybook ending type thing. So I want to do it around that time frame or whatever. So I have no idea when that anniversary will be, but rest assured it'll be coming out within the next few weeks, months, whatever. But again, rest assured, Matt Murdock will also appear in a couple of other videos. He's actually going to play a crucial role in some of my later projects farther down the line. That's why I went ahead and got a version of Daredevil. I'm hoping to order a better version because the one that I did, I don't like at all. For those of you who may not be aware, I tried to make my own version of Daredevil from the show, and the design is not bad, but the helmet I can't stand. I do not like the helmet mold that I did for it. It is basically just Batman with the ears cut off and custom made horns on it, and it doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look all that great either. So I've spent too much time on Matt Murdock. Let's keep going. Okay, I don't know a whole lot about this character. All I know is that he is basically a clone of Spider-Man that was done by Dr. Doom, I believe, and they called him Webman. I know it's the inverted color version of Spider-Man. That's the only way I ever even recognized the character, it was just an inverted color Spider-Man palette. So please let me know more down in the comments below on what this character's deal is. I'm pretty sure, though, his name is Webman, and he's a clone of Spider-Man done by Dr. Doom. But I could be wrong, obviously. This character was actually very easy to do. I literally just took a Spider-Man template. Actually, I took 2 different ones. I took Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man 2 template for the face, legs, and arms, and then a comic Spider-Man template for the torso and back, or front and back torsos. At some point I will give him the dual mold paint treatment, so that way his legs look dual molded, but they obviously will not be dual molded, because obviously there's no dual molded legs that are red pants with blue boots. If I find those, I will obviously use those instead, but for the time being, the blue paint for the dual molding effect will work just as well. Webman will appear in at least a few videos. I wouldn't expect him to appear in a whole bunch of videos, just because I don't know a whole lot about the character, and I don't want to do fans of the character or possible fans of the character injustice by it, because I'm not going to make a video pretending to know what I think I know about the character when I don't know jack squat about the character. So, moving on. Alright, next up is, oddly enough, another Spider-Man character, Spider-Man himself. This is another one of my original designs that I did. Sort of. Let me explain. The torso, head, and legs, well, at least the torso and face, are somewhat custom made. They are actually taken from Spider-Man designs that I found online, and then I just modified them. I added the belt pieces on the bottom of the front and back torso, and then the back red spider I outlined in black to make it stand out a little bit more, and then the black parts on the bug eyes of his mask are actually now done in gray. That's why they look so big on camera. They are light gray to give it more of a metallic look, kind of like what Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was. And then the boots are custom made anyway, because it's custom Spider-Man legs that I added another layer of webbing to, so that way it kind of made his boots a little bit bigger versus the two-piece or like pitiful two lines that they had originally. This particular version of Spider-Man, now that I finally have announced it, we're going to go on to the next, I guess you could say, announcement coming to the channel, hopefully before too long. I'm finally going to do my Spider-Man origin movie that is basically going to be Tobey Maguire's inspired origin. So you'll see a lot of similarities between my version of the Spider-Man origin story and Tobey Maguire's, just because that's my favorite origin story of Spider-Man ever. I didn't have a problem. I really didn't have that big of a problem with the Andrew Garfield's origin, and Tom Holland didn't really get his origin story. So, I mean, I know the first three movies were technically his origin. No. The origin is you show him getting bit by the spider and becoming Spider-Man. Not, oh yeah, we're going to spread it out through 3 movies and 2 or 3 conjoined films. So, I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I don't mind Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. And I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. So, I like all the actors who played Spider-Man. I just like Tobey better. So, that's why I'm choosing his version to basically, not really necessarily mimic, but have similarities, just because it's what I know and I think would be easiest for me to do. So these are the 2 different versions of the suit that he will have throughout my Spider-Man film. The one on this one here will be his first version of the suit. The one on the in the center will be his second version of the suit. And he will also have his homemade suit that I made a while back, that's inspired by both Tom Holland's and Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man, with the more wrestling attire look. It kind of gives it more of Tobey's look on the face, but Tom's look and the rest of it. So it's sort of in between there. Just know that yes, all 3 of these versions of Spider-Man will appear in that film whenever it comes out, and I'm not going to say who the main villain is right now. It is not going to, I will say this though, it is not going to be who you expect it to be, so don't expect Green Goblin, don't expect Venom, don't expect Kraven the Hunter, Scorpion, any of those characters. Expect lesser known villains for the first movie, and if it goes on to be a bigger success, then obviously it'll build up to Norman Osborn. But anyway, on to the next thing. Okay, I've heard you guys in the comments and anywhere else that the original Punisher that I did was not a great design. So I went ahead and redid it. You guys did like the face on this version of the Punisher, but apparently that was about it when he appeared in the Deadpool Time and Space series, which will be coming back hopefully before too long. There is one version of Deadpool I still need to get before I make before I can actually do it, but it will be coming back. You guys were not at all thrilled with that version of the Punisher. I had several people saying that the skull was too small, the torso printing was not all that great, and you did not like the gray boots that he had as well. So I have decided to redesign the entire Punisher, head to foot, and I personally think it looks better than the original one that I did. Anyway, he has a Lego Batman movie body. That's why the back printing is the way it is. It doesn't have anything special on it for now. Eventually I will add the belt to it at least. But he's got modified Captain America arms that are recolored. He's got modified Bane from The Dark Knight Rises legs. So he's got the brown or tan tactical boots. I figured that would fit Punisher's character a little bit better. He's got I want to say that's a custom made front torso. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I designed this character like 6 months ago. Or not 6 months ago. It was 6 weeks ago. Never mind. This one was 6 months ago. This one was 6 weeks ago. But I don't remember when I designed it. So I don't remember what all was in there. I want to say it's actually a standard Punisher body. But then I added like 4 pieces for his pouches. On where the teeth are on the bottom of the skull. I think that's actually what it was. I think it was the original Punisher body, but then I added 4 pieces on the bottom for pouches on the teeth. So, and then he has a machine gun, or whatever kind of gun that is. And then it's a completely custom face. For his face, I will probably end up switching that particular face out because I do not like the 5 o'clock shadow that I tried putting on both faces for it. So I'm going to probably end up using something like this, just because I think it looks aesthetically better, and it has a perfect 5 o'clock shadow that'll actually work really well with that particular hairpiece. So yes, I know nobody really liked that version of the Punisher from the Deadpool Time and Space series, so that particular Punisher is no more. So the more comic accurate looking Punisher will show up in future videos, and I have to say I do like this version of the Punisher better than this one anyway. This one was literally just basically Batman with a Punisher skull on his chest, essentially. So anyway, on to the next. Well, I guess that's on to the announcements now, so let's keep going. First up in our announcements for right now is I will finally do the Deadpool versus Darkseid Anakin video, which is the continuation of Deadpool versus Palpatine video. Hopefully sometime this week. I've provided my schedule will allow me to do it. I should be able to do it Wednesday. Because I'm off that next Thursday, so I should be able to do it Wednesday, or possibly Tuesday, one of the two. But either way, it should get done, and it hopefully will be worth the wait. I know it's been a pain in the ass getting it done, but it'll hopefully be hopefully either Tuesday or Wednesday night. Is when I should be able to do it. It will pick up pretty much right where Deadpool versus Palpatine left off, with Anakin getting the Palpatine saber and basically walking off while Deadpool is blown up into several pieces. And then obviously Deadpool will heal and then go after Darth Vader. So well, I'm just going to call him Anakin Skywalker for that video. He may go ahead and keep the mantle of Darth Vader, but I'm pretty sure if Anakin actually survived or made it through Mustafar unscathed, like this version is based off of, the what if type of storyline, I'm pretty sure he would not want to be called Darth Vader and would probably go ahead and kill the Emperor anyway. That's why I went ahead and had him kill the Emperor and Deadpool. Just because I can absolutely picture that happening if that was actually a case. And if I'm pretty sure that's actually the alternative ending in the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith video game. Because I know there's one ending that's from the actual movie, and then there's another ending where Anakin wins, and it's like a what-if scenario. So, I'm pretty sure that's where this whole idea spawned from anyway. But anyway, that's basically it. on this behalf. So on to the next thing. All right, so you guys I put this up in a poll a few weeks ago. Name a group of characters consisting of some of my best custom characters as well as characters that I've used in the past. Now, obviously, two of these I have not used in the past and have not been introduced yet, but obviously the other two that you can see on there are characters I have introduced in the past and are very well known to the channel. So without further ado, let me hopefully introduce you to what you guys have now called the Power Society. I'll go into more depth on this particular team later in a different video, but basically what it's going to end up being is it's going to be kind of like the Thunderbolts mixed with the Suicide Squad almost. It's just a group of really messed up people that team up to stop some stupid shit. Essentially. Or like higher up shit like, I don't know. I don't even know how long this stupid group is even going to be a part of anything. But I said I was going to do it, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't ever see the light of day again. So, but we got the members that consist of Metalhead, Inferno from the Gravity Man universe, Vengeance from Ghost Rider comics, Venom, obviously, from Spider-Man, and then Agent Spider, which is a character I still have yet to properly introduce to the channel, who will probably be getting his own introduction video, hopefully later this week or sometime this month. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that particular video. So, that's pretty much it. I already did the other announcements with the Spider-Man movie and the Deadpool, or Target Deadpool Part 3, essentially. So let me know what you guys think of these announcements. I'll obviously do a poll saying which one are you guys excited for the most, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you who did watch this video and watch it to the very end, I do appreciate that. And for those of you who stick around and watch these videos, despite quality or quantity, I should say, I do appreciate that. And again, thank you guys again for watching the Metalhead music video, or theme music video, that I did a couple days ago. Really means a lot to me. Metalhead is by far probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, custom-made character that I've ever done. And I want to continue to bring him up higher in my channel and have that character continue to grow. And apparently everybody on the channel loves him, so might as well go ahead and keep it going. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys all later on Ultimate Deadpool. Peace out. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys all later. Bye.